Alright. You know what I'm gonna say. You know I'm gonna say that this garbage was used by Insector, Haga, and Dual monsters. So let's get started. Basically, you can summon this little creature known as Petite Moth, then equip it with this monster right here known as Cocoon of Evolution, which is a level 2 with 2000 with 0 attack and 2000 defense, which for a level 3 back in the day were decent stats. Then, during the second turn after being equipped this way, you can tribute that Petite Moth to summon Larvae Moth, which is a level 2 which cannot be normal summoned or set and has no additional effects. Or you can wait until the fourth turn and summon Great Moth, who also doesn't have any additional effects and cannot be normal summoned or set. Or you can wait 6 turns and summon Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, who as well doesn't have any additional effects. And just to remind all of you newbies out here, this only counts your turns, so in fact you have to wait 12 turns in total, max, or minimum if you decide to wait a little bit longer for some reason, to summon this piece of garbage, or if your plans get interrupted, your effort goes to waste. And yes, I know I'm not doing this a bit traditionally, but I don't know how to approach this archetype without mentioning this god-awful summoning condition. Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, to this day, holds the honor of being the monster with the hardest summoning condition in the entire game. I am not joking. But yeah, someone thought this absolute masterpiece had to be made an even greater masterpiece, and then they gave us the quick play spell Cocoon of Ultra Evolution, which allows you to tribute one insect monster from either field equipped with an equip card. And if you do, special summon one insect monster from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one insect monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, then draw one card. You can only use this effect of Cocoon of Ultra Evolution once per turn. Now, as we can obviously see, this means that you can summon Petite Moth, equip it with a Cocoon of Evolution, and then instantly activate this to instantly bring out a 3500 attack beat stick. Which you ask yourself, why would you wanna do that? Because, well, Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth doesn't have any effect, it's just horrible. Well, it just so happens to hold the honor of, to this day, being the only insect monster with that much attack, and hell, is the insect monster with the highest attack in the game still. So yeah, you can make an argument why you would want to run it, and if you're running a Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth deck for some reason, you need, I repeat, need to run 3 of these. I would run 10 if I could. Also, it's a fairly decent generic insect support, and because of the equip card shenanigans, it is also very applicable in Insectors, as they are also focused on equip spells and all that. So yeah, there's also that incentive, and it also has a graveyard effect, which is also nice recycling and plussing. So yeah. However, we also have 2 other monsters that fall under this archetype. First of which being the Insect Queen. It's a level 7 with 2200 attack and 2400 defense, and this card gains 200 attack for each insect on monster on the field. Cannot declare an attack unless you tribute one monster. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card destroyed an opponent's monster by battle this turn, special summon one insect monster token, which is an insect earth level 1 with 100 attack and defense in attack position. Not exactly an insect boss monster, or so to call it, insect queen we were seeking. I mean, this effect is horribly outdated. Not to mention it has very pathetic stats for its level, even with the added attack values. I mean, if your field is entirely plastered with insects, that being 5 at most, 5 insects, yeah, I mean, it can have the very decent 3200 attack, but that is not all. It also counts the opponent's insect monsters, so yeah, you can make some shenanigans with DNA surgery, but no, not worth it. However, this card also received a retrain, which is our final monster of this archetype, Metamorphosized Insect Queen. It's a level 7 with 2800 attack and 2400 defense, which are better stats nowadays. It cannot be normal summoned or set and must be special summoned by a card effect. If another insect monster on the field is on the field, your opponent cannot target insect monsters you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by our opponent's card effects. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacked, you contribute one monster. This card can attack an opponent's monster again in a row. Once per turn during the end phase, you can special summon one insect monster token, which is the absolutely same monster token from the original queen. Now this is absolutely a straight upgrade over the original queen. And not to mention you can summon it with Cocoon of Ultra Evolution, which is absolutely lovely because, again, it needs to be special summoned by a card effect, and Cocoon of Ultra Evolution is just an amazing card overall, since it can also ignore summoning conditions, so yeah. Not to mention this thing has a multiple attacking effect, which is fine. But yeah, this one mostly shines in other insect decks rather than its own archetype, which is piss poorly managed. So yeah. Grades. How do we grade these moths? Well, apparently, yeah, we don't grade them with anything other than 1 out of 3 in every grade, because the archetype is that horrible and the half of their monster lineup is... I'm not going back there again. I'm seriously not going back there again. However, I'm going to give props to Cocoon of Ultra Evolution and Metamorphosized Insect Queen for being splashable and their qualities being shown in other decks based around insects. So yeah, but it's good, but it's not generous. But it's not good enough for me to give it a 2 out of 3 in the versatility department. So those were moths. Yeah, someone in Konami thought that that Cocoon of Ultra Evolution absolutely had to be made for all that nostalgia support and everything, and they did. They wasted our pack space. Well, not exactly, because Cocoon of Ultra Evolution is still a fantastic card for any insect deck, and so is Metamorphosized Insect Queen. But you sometimes gotta ask yourself who thought that the Moth series of cards deserved to be turned into a proper archetype. Proper in triple quotation marks here. But anyway, yeah, those were Moths, and thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, boxes, and updates. Comment, like, and subscribe. And as usual, I'll upload the next vid whenever I can. See you all. Have a good day, and peace.